What up? I just wanted to jump on here to the Facebook family today. I wanted to spend a few minutes talking about, are you doing what it takes? And what does that mean, right? So, Seth, one of my students today, Seth jumped on here and this morning he was like, man, I made 100 phone calls and I only got one yes to a screencast. And I think it was a pity yes. But at least he was out there doing it, right? And then we jumped on there. I was able to show him a new strategy to get more yeses. And he just hit me up on a message and said that he's already got 20 yeses in the last like 1 hour. So are you doing what it takes? Are you putting yourself out there? Are you grinding day in and day out to land new customers? Are you grinding day in and day out with what makes you money? Or are you wasting your time? Because I can tell you right now that, 80% of most people spend 80% of their time on bullshit, stuff that doesn't make them money, stuff that's not moving the needle forward. And I want to make sure that each and every one of you are taking the time out of your day to really sit down and reflect, or sit down and think about what you're spending your time in, and then hyper focusing on those areas that are going to bring you new clients, bring you new business, and put money in your bank accounts. So ask yourself that question. What's up, Phil? What's up, Lafayette? So ask yourself that question. Are you doing what it takes day in and day out to reach your goals? Because I promise you, if you really sit and think about it, you're probably wasting 80% of your time. And I'm tired of you guys doing that. So make sure that you have sat down, figured that out, just like Seth figured it out. Seth figured out that, hey man, I'm not landing more business because I'm not reaching out to more business. So he started making cold calls. Sure, he failed, right? We can say that he failed. He failed because he made 100 phone calls and he only got one yes. But that's still 100 more phone calls than 99% of marketers are making today. And he still got one yes. And then just to fix his process, it was really simple, but we fixed his process. And within the last hour, I don't know how many calls he made, but he just hit me up and said that he already has 20 screencasts to shoot just by changing something simple out. By him taking massive action in his life and focusing where he knows that he needs to put his time to grow his business, he's been able to fix that process, go ahead and change it. And he went from one screencast on 100 phone calls to now 20 screencasts wanted. And those 20 screencasts are going to change his life. They're going to change his business. It's a learning curve thing. It's just about massive action. You guys have to get out there and just put the massive action behind cold calling. Well, first you need to get your focus down, right? So once you have your focus of, hey, I know I need to be cold calling, I know I need to be shooting screencasts, now it's just taking that massive action of actually doing it. And that's going to change your life, because most of you miss out on that part. They miss out on the massive action part in their life, and it kills them. They go in there and they know. How many of us know what we should be doing, but we're not doing it? I know that's me. I know what I should be doing, but I'm not doing it. And all of you should be raising your hand right now, because most of you are doing this. But it's the people that know what they should be doing that are doing it that actually change their life. They change the direction of their life. And so that's what I'm telling you guys to do right now. Find out where your focus needs to be. If you need to go out and land new business right now, if you need to, you might own a tent shop and you need to focus more on fulfillment. Wherever your focus needs to be, wherever that money's coming in from, find it and put your focus and time there and take massive action against just doing, okay? We just have to start doing. Like Seth, he just started making phone calls. He failed. He made 100 phone calls. He got one screencast yes. We got in there. He was able to fix his script and what he was saying to these business owners. Turn around 1 hour later, 20 more screencast yeses for that. So that dramatic action towards what he needed to focus on helped him change his life, change his business life, change all of that, right? And you guys could be doing the same in your lives. You definitely just need to sit back, reflect. Where does your time need to go? Stop wasting it watching TV. Stop wasting it on frivolous things that don't bring you in your income. You need to hyper focus where your income's coming from. So if mine's SEO, I need to hyper focus on bringing in clients for SEO. If it's consulting, I need to hyper focus on consulting. I sit down about once a week and figure out where my time needs to go. And you guys need to do the same thing. It'll definitely dramatically change your life just by knowing where you need to focus and then taking massive action behind that. Even if you fail at it, you are learning something. And as long as you're learning something, you're growing, and you can continue to grow day in and day out. Okay. So that's kind of what I wanted to jump on here and talk about, is just your focus, where your focus is. I know, Chris, your focus is kind of all over the place, and we've talked about getting that honed down, because once we hone down our focus and then we put action behind that, we get massive results. We get these amazing results. Not only do they bring more money to our pocket, but they make us feel amazing. By getting these big results in our lives and producing results for business owners or for other things that we're doing in life, when we do that, it makes us feel great inside. And then what do you want to do again, right? Stephanie, what do you want to do after that, Stephanie? You want to do it again, and you want to do it again and again and again. And it becomes a habit in your life. And if you can make hyper focusing on the 80% that makes you money and taking massive action a habit in your life, you're going to totally change the direction of your life day in and day out. So that's kind of what I wanted to jump on here and talk about, is the fact that a lot of you are not doing what it takes. You guys are focusing 80% of your time on only 20% of what's making you money. And you're just wasting your life. You're wasting your valuable time. And every single one of you are valuable. Every single one of you know what to do. You're just not doing it. You're like I was, to where I know what to do, but I'm not doing it. Right? And you need to change that. You need to change that in your life. It's going to give you huge impacts. It's going to give you huge growth, and it's going to make you feel amazing. Steve Chandler, I know that you're working on a few things, and I just showed you the improvements that you had on that site just from what you do. I seen the look in your eyes, and I seen the smile on your face when you seen that you impacted your business and brought in 380 something more traffic in the 1 month that you've been working on your site. That made you feel amazing. Now, how can we duplicate that and do it again and again and again and again, right? Until you're getting 3,000, 6,000, 9,000 traffic to your site over and over, and it's making you feel amazing in doing so. So let's go back. Let's find that focus. Let's really figure out where we need to put our time, and then let's take massive action. Massive, imperfect action will change your life. So let's get in there and get it done today, guys. I'll talk to you all later.